This is a group of Dendrobium papilio that we've line bred here at our nursery since about 2005. This particular strain we call the Fischer strain because we've been working on it all this time. And if you notice, these are absolutely huge flowers. I mean, it's as big as my hand, basically. And most papilios are not like this in nature. And because we have refined this strain by continually breeding out the best, largest flowered plants, they end up becoming more homogeneous over time and are just fantastic. As you can see, the plants are tall, grassy, and slender. They have very thin canes, as you can see here. And they do lose leaves at different times a year, but the biggest loss of leaves is usually from getting too dry in between watering at the roots. These plants have very thick roots, as you can see here. And people are sometimes under the misnomer that because the roots are thick, the plant can tolerate drying out at the roots. It's just the opposite is true. These grow at rather high elevations, from 1,200 meters on up to 1,400 meters or higher in the Philippines, and they do get a good amount of water and fog. So it's considered a cool growing plant, but we have grown it here in Minnesota anywhere from cool to warm. The trick in the summer is to make sure you keep the plants very moist when it's hot. They don't want to dry out at all. The moment they do, they start losing leaves, and you can lose a plant pretty quickly, like within a week and a half or 2 weeks of drying out. So the buds form along these slender canes, and you can see here at the top, there's a bud just forming here, and they're kind of pendulous, as you can see here, hanging down. They start out small, but then they open into these really nice large flowers. It's one of my favorite dendrobiums, and this particular crop here, we made this in 2017. So that gives you an idea how long it takes to grow these to this size. They're about 30 inches tall at this point, 30 to 36 inches. And you can see there's a big batch of them back here, just starting to bloom now. They can bloom more than once a year, and they do have a fragrance, although it's very slight.